Hello everyone, my name is Rishela Agustin Ruben. I'm going to presentate my presentation about Maslow hierarchy of needs. The topic that I choose is the elderly. So I hope all of you can hear my presentation carefully. Thank you. Before I started my explanation about Maslow hierarchy of needs, so what is Maslow hierarchy of needs? Maslow hierarchy of needs is a theory of motivation which states that 5 categories of human needs. Those needs are physiological needs. The first one is physiological needs. Based on the result of the study, there are several important things about fulfillment of the physiological needs of the elderly who are not going well. This is due to lack of attention and limitation. Economy is the main problem of the family because the elderly need balanced nutritional intake to be able to meet their physiological needs. As we know in Maslow's theory, the hierarchy of physiological needs includes food and drink. According to Maslow's theory, the first level fulfilled if the 2 factors above are met, namely the fulfillment of physiological needs are made and maintain a diet by consuming proper nutrition, but in fact, the result of the study provide information that the physiological needs of the elderly have not fully paid attention to the quality of food or proper nutritional intake. In fulfillment, physiological needs things that need to be considered are proper nutrition and a regular diet is an important factor for elderly. So it can be concluded that there are 2 factors that become a big problem that affects the physiological needs of the elderly. Because the lack of families providing appropriate services for the elderly because of economic factors, and families don't ask why the food and drink needs that the elderly should get. The second is fulfillment of security needs. As you can see in the video, according to Maslow's theory that humans really need a sense of security in their lives, especially a sense of security from danger and threats. This need has been obtained by the elderly, but they do not fully feel it. This is caused by the 2 factors. Family. Family is the smallest unit of the life of the elderly that does not provide maximum protection for the elderly, so they feel that they are not protected by the family. Second, environment. The environment has not been able to provide security support facilities for the elderly. There are elderly who withdraw from the environment because they do not get convenience. When someone is non-safe zone, then he looks for protectors that are considered to provide a sense of security. In general, the elderly have not received the fulfillment of the need for a sense of security optimally, both from the family or environment. If there are elderly who have no family or are even abandoned, where do they come from and get protection from danger and a sense of security? So family is the only one way for the elderly to find a sense of security. So they are free from fear, but if the environment doesn't either provide security and comfort guarantees for the elderly, how about the elderly able to meet this need? The third is love or belonging. According to Maslow's theory, to fulfill love or belonging includes give and receive attention from others because humans are social beings who always want to meet and interact with others. This need can be met through the lives of people who don't have physical closeness with people who loved, or from people who don't have the affection of family or friends. If theory is related to reality that occurs in the elderly, it can simply be said that the needs of the elderly have been met but not optimal because There are still elderly who experience discomfort in the environment. One of them is from the family. The love and affection received by the elderly are not fully obtained, even though the family is able to finance their needs, but money cannot provide and guarantee the love and attention of the elderly. Family, there are some elderly who think that this is a normal thing that has been lived for decades, but in fact, even if they said that this is a common thing, but actually they expect attention and the love of the family can be seen from the look on their face. In this case, families are required to provide maximum attention and affection for the elderly, even though they have their respective activities. The fourth is self-esteem. According to Maslow's theory, who explained that the best self-esteem is based on the appreciation that comes from other people, from confession and acceptance from others leads to feelings of belief in oneself, in one's worth, strength, capabilities, and feelings needed and usable for someone, but at the same time give rise to feelings of weakness and helplessness when one doesn't get response and motivation expected from others. This need is an external need from outside the individual. In this case, family as a guarantee that cares for and provide a place to live so that the elderly will feel well received and feel valued as parents. However, not all elderly people get a decent life guarantee. Therefore, to meet this need for the elderly by giving awards in the form of acceptance and good service, it can be fulfilled. This is where the elderly find confidence and strength through encouragement from others, even increases feeling of being needed and usable to the world. The work that is meant in the life of the elderly is the family, the environment, and the program that support activities for the elderly to overcome boredom. The fifth is self-actualization. Based on Maslow's theory explained that this need can be referred to as self-realization. It means that everyone must be able to actualize himself in the form of the works he made. But the elderly don't have good self-actualization activities because there is no room for the elderly to express works that can be used as embodiment of the elderly self that makes him feel peaceful and safe. This matter caused by two factors. Internal factors that come from within the elderly in the form of limited physical ability to carry out activities and external factors that come from the support of the family and the facilities to develop their hobbies. As we know, most parents have weaknesses physical condition that causes them to be unable to cast that ability. So to overcome this, the family provides a program that can reduce boredom by providing facilities for the elderly share their hobbies. That's all from me. Thank you for listening. I hope all of you can learn something from my explanation.